Alright, so I've been meaning to do this blog for some time now, right? For those of you who aren't sure about who's the face of boxing, who's the number one pound for pound boxer in the sport of boxing, I'm gonna tell y'all. Gervonta Tank Davis is hands down the number one pound for pound boxer in the sport. Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing. I'm not saying he's the best boxer, but he's the face of boxing. For those who don't understand, let me explain. About 2-3 fights ago, it was a toss-up, it was a debate whether the face of boxing was Canelo Alvarez, Tank, or Terrence Crawford. Out of the three, I think Terrence Crawford is the best boxer. Out of the three, I think he boxed better than Tank and he boxed better than Canelo. But his star power isn't as big as theirs. Meaning he don't draw a lot of pay-per-views. He don't sell out the venues. And I'm not saying he don't do good in pay-per-view sales or even stadium attendance sales, but he's not as much as Canelo and Tank. Now, why I say Tank is the number one over Canelo, because Tank knocking brothers out. Canelo, he haven't been knocking brothers out lately. Tank is still knocking brothers out right now. And he's a big draw, a big pay-per-view draw. So is Canelo, but the way Tank is winning, he's the face of boxing. He's putting brothers' heads to bed. Crawford is too. Bud knocking brothers out, but Bud, for some reason, Bud's star power isn't like Tank's. Matter of fact, I'm not going to even say some reason. I'm going to tell you why. Another reason I'm going to say Tank is the number one pound for pound, the face of boxing, is because when you look at him and Canelo, the real boxing fans, they know about Canelo Alvarez. They watch Canelo when Canelo fight. Real boxing fans. Now, when it comes to Tank Davis, he got the real boxing fans and the people who don't even know about boxing. They hear Tank Davis fight coming up and they just want to go watch him. It's sort of like how Allen Iverson had people want to watch him. Whoever got the tattoos, the braids, just the antics. Like, he know how to sell fights, but even leading up to the fight, the press conferences, he always make it, real controversial. He know how to sell the fight. But like I said, when there's a Tank fight coming on, even non-boxing fans stop and say, I'm going to watch the fight, just to be down. So that just tell you how much star power he has. He knocking brothers out. I don't know who could stop him right now. I'm not sure what's next for him. They talking about Lomachenko. That's a good fight. I think Lomachenko can outbox Tank. I think Lomachenko will win a lot of rounds against Tank, but I don't know if Lomo got the punching power to put Tank out. You got to put Tank out. Because if he hits you, if he catch you right, it's documented. Brothers is going night-night. Tank last fight, Frank Martin. Frank did great. I had Frank up, pause. I had Frank Martin up 4-3 until he got knocked out. Frank didn't even look like he was in the fight. Gervonta's face was all busted up, but that comes with the territory. 8th round, Gervonta did what he do. He did what he do. So if Gervonta fight Loma, I think it'd be a good fight. But I don't know if Loma could take that left hook. I don't know what's going to happen. Over and over again, Tank is showing he's the face of boxing. He's the one knocking brothers out. Bud Crawford knocking brothers out too, but Bud is not as big of an attraction as Tank Davis. In order to beat Tank Davis, you gotta have some good defense, but you gotta fight. You gotta fight him. Try not to get hit, but you just can't be in there trying not to get hit and not trying to hurt him. You gotta try to hurt Tank Davis. You gotta let him know you ain't scared. You gotta bring it to him. That's the only way. That's the only way. But yeah, Tank Davis is solidified the face of boxing, hands down. He's knocking brothers out. That's what true boxing fans want to see, the knockout. He's bringing in the money. He's the face of boxing, hands down. You gotta give it to him. If you want to say Canelo, you could say that because Canelo been doing it longer. But I think Canelo is on a decline as far as boxing. Tank Davis is hands down the face of boxing. Like I said, even non-boxing fans is in tune with Tank. That means a lot. That means a whole lot. So, I'm looking forward to his upcoming fights, man. I don't know if he's going to fight Loma or Shakur or whoever, but it's going to take a dog to hand Tank his first loss. It's going to take a bad man. Tank Davis, face of boxing.